And guys, so I'm here, I want to talk to you about small beginnings. Small beginnings. As I was having my lunch and watching the waiters serve me my Highlands burger and my buko juice, I thought about talking to you about how a lot of people are so mapili and they're so choosy about the jobs. Huwag kayo masyadong mapili, and whatever it is that the job that you get, that you're able to get, do it with all your heart, and don't despise the small beginnings. Yeah, I want to read to you something that I remember. Is from Zechariah. In Zechariah chapter 4, verse 10, it says, "Do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin." Okay? So, don't despise the small beginnings. Bigay sa iyo ng Diyos to. It's given to you by the Lord. And work at it. The Lord rejoices in those small steps that you're taking, kasi those steps represent your faith in Him. And one thing will lead to another. I remember my first job. Those of you watching here, ano yung first na trabaho ninyo? Okay, do you remember? Paano kayo kumita? How did you earn your first paycheck? Well, for me, I remember one of the most memorable ones when I was still a student, and actually I was a working student in Ateneo pa. While I was maybe in third or fourth year, I remember applying for a job that involved selling fire extinguishers. It was a fire extinguisher that was not foam-based, pero para siyang free on, no? And the product was really good. And I made a presentation even. I even cut class pa yata. I don't recommend that you do that. I cut class, wore a tie and long sleeves. Tapos binisita ko yung office ng tatay ng the father of my good high school friend of mine who owned this big company. And me and my supervisor presented these fire extinguishers to him. And mukhang he was going to buy, pero hindi ko na nasundan. I was still so raw, still so shy to follow up. Studies show in sales that you need to at least follow up 5 times. The most successful salespeople, they follow up to 5 times, and hanggang the most successful 7 times. Ako walang follow up. They asked me for a quotation. My supervisor didn't give me. He was busy. I didn't do anything. Anyway, I was able to sell a set of fire extinguishers to my mom. Okay, and that's how I earned my first paycheck. Then when I went to the States, I went to Virginia at George Mason University. I was an exchange student there, and they gave me a card, Social Security number card, and so that enabled me to work on a part-time. So I was allowed to do side hustles and side gigs. That was part of my education when I was there. Tapos yun, alam mong one of my first jobs na side hustle na after school, papasok ako. I would go to this company called the Honey Baked Ham Company, and they would give me, we would dress up and go inside this big refrigerated place, and lamig-lamig, and give us a blowtorch, and we would blowtorch or cook ham. So we would slather the big leg of lamb with brown sugar, okay, and then we would just slather it. After slathering it, we would just blowtorch it. Susunugin namin yung sugar doon sa hamon. And I don't know why they call it honey baked ham. I don't know if they were cheating, pero we just burn the sugar and burn the ham with these fire torches, and that's how I earned money on the side. And I did not despise it. I was enjoying myself. After that, I don't know, we were being paid like $6.50 an hour. That was good money then. That was, I don't know, 20 years ago, 1987 or 88. And I really enjoyed it. There was another time na nag-hardinero pa ako. Okay? I was just answering those ads in the school bulletin, and I went to a house that was near the school, and I cut grass, I chopped down trees and vines. And for the afternoon, I earned, maybe like $50 or something. And another time, I also remember one of my first jobs was mail clerk din ako. So, trabaho ko was to get orders from the mail for this organization called the International Franchise Association. So they sold books, and I would, as soon as my supervisor would give me the order, I would go to the warehouse or the storage room and pick the books, put it in an envelope, put the sticker, the labels, and prepare it for shipping. And all day long, that's all I did. Okay, I didn't despise it. I was enjoying myself, talking to all the people there. I felt like, during lunch, I belonged, but it was a side hustle. So, masarap magtrabaho. Masarap. And that's why I don't understand sometimes, I offer jobs to people who say that they need help. Offer ko sa asawa, pero mapili. Ayaw na asawa kasi malayo daw or nakakapagod daw. Sometimes, hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit nila ayaw. Tapos, uutang sila later on. They're gonna borrow money from me. And I tell them, I've offered jobs to you before. Bakit hindi kayo magtrabaho? Start small. Start with what you have. Start with what's available. Okay? And that goes from, even if you're a high school graduate or a college graduate. Don't be so picky and choosy, all right? I know I'm not so credible now because my hair is just flying all over the place. Pero ang ganda kasi ng lugar eh. No, don't get distracted by my hair, okay? But heed the wisdom of God that says, do not despise the small things. Diba? Ang ganda, diba? Do not despise the small things. And so that's all for now. Hope you enjoyed the view. And remember, God's provision. God is faithful to provide. He says in His Word in Philippians 4:19, one of my favorite verses, that, and my God will provide for all of my needs according to His, not mine, but according to His glorious riches in Christ Jesus. Okay? That's the paraphrase, memorized version of Ardy Roberto. Okay? Basta remember that our God is so faithful and kind and loving that He will provide for everything that we need. Not everything that we want, but everything that we need. But we got to do the work. Sabi nga sa Bible din na, if we don't work, we don't eat. So don't despise the work that is given to you. Work at it with all your heart as if you're working for the Lord and not for men, okay? And you'll be happy. You'll be happy at work. Okay? God bless.